Yo, Kingdom, community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe.
Boom! Yes, man. I got another one here today, a special one. My dude, my guy, my brother, like literally my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Blood couldn't make us any closer, man. I'm telling you. If this is like my big brother, man, my mentor growing up, man, since yay high. All right, my guy, man, Jamey Patterson is in the building, y'all. Yes, man, okay? Don't get mad at me. Don't get upset with me, okay? God said, man, you pray 2 times a day, he'll keep the haters away.
Yeah, man.
All right? Listen, we are so happy, man, because, like, you know, guys like him, man, you know, they're the reason why you have guys like me. You know what I'm saying? Because we're standing on the shoulders of giants. I mean, and he's one of my giants. All right. So I'm so happy. I'm so thankful for this guy to be here today, man. It means so much to me. So I need it to mean so much to you. All right. So tune in because you're about to have some. You know, we are about to have a nice, man, engaging conversation, man. But it's about this guy right here, man. All that he has done and all that he continues to do for the what? For the community. Yeah, man, it's big. Now, before we get to this dude, y'all already know what's going on. We gotta pay 2 quick bills real quick. Number 1, listen, man, if God woke you up this morning, give him all the praise. All the praise because he's worthy to be praised, man. I'm telling you, man, listen, man, we got people leaving here that's not leaving here voluntarily, man. All right, you never know when your time is up. All right, so give them all the praise, man. All right, and make sure that you know you are taking care of yourself. All right. Now, number 2, man, you hear the blenders in the background, man. You know what I mean, you hear the music playing. Therefore, you know where you at. You're at the Groove Smoothie and Juice Bar, located on 7510 Garner State Road, man. Come by, check us out, man. Black owned, man. Come get you a smoothie, man. Health is wealth. You see my guy over here, man. Cut up like a rock.
No, man.
Okay?
No, man.
Health is wealth, man. Come get you. Listen, put the Mountain Dew down and put the Coca-Cola down and come get you a smoothie right now. I promise you, man. We're going to take care of you. All right? Now, back to my guy. Stand on your feet right now and give my guy a huge round of applause. My guy is Jamey Patterson in the building, man. My guy, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
My dude,
good
man.
to
We
see you, man.
bald-headed brothers, man.
Oh, man, since 6th grade.
Brothers, man.
Since 6th grade, man.
Bald-headed brothers, man. Brother, man, thank you so much, man, for coming back.
Appreciate you inviting me, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Inviting me,
you know, I've had, big bro on, you know what I'm saying? Patrick Patterson came on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got Aaron Ashford, Mickey, he came on. Now the whole trio is here. You know, when I say trio, those were the guys, man, who basically told me that I was, that I had what it took to go to college, man, and be more than what was expected of me. So that's why that guy means so much to me, man. You know what I mean? Now, he also comes from that Sid Johnson tree. You know, them guys from old Sid Johnson that was coached by the legendary Tim Rod Gates. Tim Rod Gates. You can't just say Tim Gates no more.
I know.
You gotta say Tim Rod Gates, man. You know what I mean? So, my brother, man, how are you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I really am enjoying myself, man. Like, just trying to take one day at a time, man. Just taking care of myself, taking care of my boys, my family, man. I ain't never been a complainer, bro.
Oh, no.
Never been.
Never.
So, I mean, I'm just enjoying myself, man. Just trying to enjoy life and take it easy, man. That's it.
Well, you doing that, brother. You doing that. For those of you who, may not know, my guy was he ain't gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you, my guy was probably the best point guard coming out of high school. You know what I'm saying? When we was at high school, anybody that wants to debate, come to 7510 Garner Fair Road and I'll meet you outside. I promise you. And we'll have a hard down debate about that. The best point guard to come out of South Carolina that year. Yes, I said it. Now, leaving Sid Johnson, man, because we came from a region where not a lot of people went to college.
Yeah.
When did you know that you wanted to go to college?
Well, man, actually, man, I think it kind of fell in my lap, T, to be honest with you. It kind of fell in my lap. And you mentioned being from St. Johnson. If we're gonna keep it real, we had conversations about college, but there was sometimes there was no conversation about college.
Right.
And so, you know, luckily the guy you mentioned, Tim Gates, man, Tim Rod Gates, you know, we call him Coach Gates. You know, he started getting in my ear my senior year, because I had no conversation about it. Now, I'll back up a little bit too. There was an expectation that my brother set for me.
Come on.
Because he was already in college.
Right.
So my mind was already churning with like, okay, my brother's in college. Obviously, I can get there.
Right.
So, I mean, that was already set for me.
Right.
But in terms of dialogue and talking about it, didn't have a whole lot of conversation. But Coach Gates, man, had a meeting with my mom. And my mom had already been talking to me about, you got two choices.
Right.
Military or you going to school.
One of the two.
One of the two.
Wow.
And so for me, man, you know, he came down and talked to my mom, and he talked to her about, you know, a couple colleges that was local. I think it was Payne College. Savannah State was another one. And then he mentioned the one and only SCSU. And so I was like, you know, I knew of state, don't get me wrong, but, you know, being a high school senior, I didn't know a lot.
Yeah.
But man, when she came and, you know, after they had their conversation, she was like, Coach came talking about you going to SCSU.
Yeah.
And so we knew growing up, even in that area where we grew up,
Right.
state was big.
Oh, it was huge.
Like,
Yeah, it was huge.
you got an invitation or
It was huge.
you mentioned going to state from the
Coach Gates
education.
left to coach that state.
And so that's kind of how it started, man. And so the ball got rolling with that. And then from there, man, I went to apply, do what I need to do application-wise. Coach helped me out, got in.
Yeah.
The rest is history,
That's
man.
history, man.
Proud graduate SC State, man.
Proud,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
So let me ask you this, man. How did South Carolina State change that 17-year-old leaving C.A. Johnson?
I think the first thing, man, it taught me how to think. Taught me how to think. Because, you know, as a 17-year-old, as you mentioned, you trying to figure, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go back? Do I go forward? You trying to figure out all these things. And so, man, state, with the type of love that they have down there, from the professors to the students, it teaches you, how do I help my brother?
Right.
How do I help my sister? What can I do to help my sister or my brother?
Right.
So for me, man, it made me start thinking like, I gotta get on the ball.
Right.
I gotta start playing around. And I know, of course, you know, I played around a little bit down there in terms of grades and cutting the food and I'm away from home now, so I can kind of do some things on my own, man. But I think most importantly, taught me how to give back.
Right.
Because people were giving to me, and so it was my responsibility to learn how to give back to others.
Wow, man, planting seeds.
And so, man, I think more than anything else, because I had some good friends, man, but I spent a lot of time in the library, kind of on my own. I was going back and forth to Columbia, trying to work, help my mom out, stuff like that.
Right.
So I had to learn quick, you know, like responsibility, but it taught me balance too.
Right.
Just kind of be balanced.
Wow. So we know that basketball means a lot to us.
Yeah.
It means a whole lot to us, man. I mean, we played basketball for, night up to night
I can't
down,
even begin to
cold,
think about it.
heat, dust, dirt, just bloody.
Oh, man.
Just basketball, man. So let me ask you a question. When did you know that you wanted to be, let's say, a basketball coach?
Another thing I think, man, kind of fell in my lap. I was at a barbershop, and one of my old barbers, when I had hair, I was talking to him about it, man, and that when I got the Muller Road, because that's where I work at now, there was a position open. And you know me, T, I love the game of basketball.
Right.
And so I'm saying to myself, wow, I just got here, position open. I had already coached my son, my youngest son.
Right.
And so I had some experience, but I wasn't a real coach. But right then and there, by coaching him, I knew I could do it. But I had a conversation with my barber at the time, man. You know, that barbershop talk is valuable now.
Huge.
It's valuable now.
Life changing.
And he just simply asked me, man, his name is Neil. He was like, man, why not? Why won't you coach?
Right.
I mean, what would be your reason for you not to coach?
Right.
You know the game already.
Right.
And then I got to give credit to my son, because I wasn't going to coach until my son came and asked me, will you coach my team? And you can't say no to your son.
No, you can't say no to your
And
son.
so
I mean, especially not your son.
Yeah. And that was like 2 summers before I went to Muller Road to be a coach.
Wow.
And so that right there was like, if my son told me I could do it,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
But it was fun, man. So it kind of fell in my lap. Yeah, it's not
Wow.
something I really wanted, but once I got there, you know, I found some ways to make some things happen.
Listen, and you have been a highly successful coach, in my opinion. There, man, and you won some big games, but you coached some real good players.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you was coached by one of the best coaches there is.
Yeah.
How much do you take from Coach Gates when you use, like, you know, using your philosophy of coaching?
Like, man, I can't even begin to tell you, man. It's insurmountable.
Wow.
In terms of the work ethic, in
Wow.
terms of, and you and I both know, man, you know,
Right.
he even gave you an option. How much do you want to work? Do you want to work? Do you want to run in the morning? Do you run after school?
Right.
So that's the option right there, just to test you to see
Right.
how much you want to work.
Right.
So, I mean, some of the same things that, man, that he has instilled in us in terms of hard work, you never quit, you know, you give it your all. Man, I gotta say, man, at least, I mean, if I had to put in a percentile, at least 90% of what I do is
Wow.
dedicated to coach, man.
Wow, that's big.
At least.
That's huge.
I mean, from the mentality
Yeah.
to the fact that you play to the end.
Right.
We gonna run you. I'm gonna run you. I'm gonna run you. I'm gonna run you. So, but he was very vital, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've had some conversation with him too. Like, I ran into him at some games, and he's given me some tips over the years
Wow,
about
man.
stuff to do, man.
Just-
And I was just like, Coach.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Wow. So let me ask you this, man. From that moment where you coached your first game,
Yeah.
right? Like your first game coaching for Muller Road.
Yeah.
How has that changed to this is now your what year?
It's going to my fifth.
Fifth year. How has that first game, JP,
Yeah.
right, Coach, you know what I'm saying, Patterson, changed from this fifth year Coach Patterson?
I mean, a lot has changed, of course. I mean, even the athletes,
Right.
even the potential athletes have changed, man. And so, even when we do, my mind is just not so much on basketball, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, when you coaching, you're gonna see a variety of athletes.
Right.
And so, I learned not to just zone in on basketball. I might see a kid and say, son, you ever thought about track?
Right.
Son, you ever thought about football?
Right.
Son, you ever thought about cross country? Because you're a heck of a runner.
Right.
But in terms of the mindset, man, that first game was monumental. My grandmother had passed on that same day, man. And so, you know, growing up, man, my family didn't teach us to quit.
Right.
And so I coached that first game, but to see the joy in the kids' faces from game one, day one to going on year 5, man, it's just, it's an unexplainable experience, T.
So with that being said, how has your kids changed you?
Patience. Patience. That's one of the first things come to mind because, you know, Nick Saban, you know, Alabama, everybody know who he is, man. He said something some years ago about the process. And that's when everybody was throwing that word around,
Right.
the process.
Right.
And so it kind of dawned on me like, you know what, you can't just start a season thinking you're going to win a championship. It takes a process.
Right. Right.
And so, man, I think that the thing that they have taught me, man, is just patience. Showing them love from different areas of life, from home, from your books, because they bring a lot, you know, to practice, to school. And as a coach, in my opinion, you got to embrace all that. You know, you got to embrace, I got other things on my mind besides basketball right now, coach.
Right.
And how do we get past that?
Right.
You know, so I think patience, man, and respecting them.
Right.
You know, coaching has changed in my opinion, but you know, you can't really force a lot of kids to do things that they don't want to do. So let's open up that dialogue, man, so to, you know, engage in some respect and patience and understanding.
So one of my questions is, because we both know how parents can be.
Yeah.
And we both know how, you know, some parents can live vicariously through their kids.
Yeah.
How do you handle the parents, let's say, expectations when there's, you know, when they're extremely high, you know, and they're wondering why Johnny isn't getting enough playing time, or, you know what I mean? I'm a real person.
Right.
Right.
So I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
And I'll have that conversation with that parent. Like, you know, these are the things that I'm seeing in practice or I'm seeing in the game. And these are the things that I expect. And if your child can't do that, then we're gonna have to make some adjustments. And I respect it. But one of the things I'm not gonna do is lead you on, make you think something's gonna happen that's not gonna happen. Right. But I think every kid deserves the opportunity to play. But you and I both know, coaches don't have a lot of time for that.
No, sir. Especially high school coaches, middle school coaches either. And
that's the whole process, man, trying to get them ready for the next level.
Right.
But in terms of the parents, man, we have conversations. You know, like I said, I'm not gonna, you know, for lack of better terms, give you any gas. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you know, this is the things that just, and I've had parents ask me, you know, my son didn't make the team. What do he need to work on? And I will tell them, he need to work on his dribbling. He need to work on his footwork. He need to work on his defense, whatever it is.
Right.
So I mean, I'm gonna have an honest conversation with you.
You heard that, parents? Talk to your coach, but make sure that you follow up. Listen, follow up with your kids, because you have to learn the real story and why they're not playing.
Right.
Because kids come on, man, and tell you anything. Oh, the coach don't like me. Oh, he don't like me, man. Oh, you know, nah.
Yeah.
Talk to the coach and get the real story, okay? Because I'm telling you, listen, coach is gonna play the best players. I promise you. They want to. Okay, so it's a reason why your child is not playing. I mean, and I guarantee it's not the reason they're telling you. Okay, I promise you that. All right. Now, not only are you a coach, you are a guidance counselor.
Yeah.
And you are a director. And when I was in high school, man, my guidance counselor, I'm not gonna call no names.
Sure.
Man, told me and my mother that I was not college material.
Sure.
My 10th grade year. When I walked into your office, man, I've seen so many college brochures, man, and banners, man, and just college, which was something that that I didn't see when I was in high school.
Right.
Then you've helped so many kids get in college. And just me sitting in your office, man, for those several times that I've been in your office, man, kids walk by, hey, Mr. Patterson, hey, Mr. Patterson, what's going on, Mr. Patterson, saying nothing about basketball.
Right.
Nothing about basketball. Just, you know what I'm saying, and that's a huge testament to the, to the solid, let's say, rapport that you built with them, the love you've shown them, the care that you've shown them, man. Where did that come from, bro?
My own personal experience.
Wow.
In regards to just, and as I learn more, as an educator, just as a human being, seeing is believing.
Right.
So you got to see it first.
Right.
And so if I can at least put something on the wall to make you start thinking that Carolina is possible, SC State is possible, Benedict is possible. So that was just something that I learned. People started believing in me. And what I also learned through the process was, if I can at least expose you to the possibility of college, there's some things you got to do, but we can work together to get there.
Wow, come on.
So I just want to put it out there for you to say, like, this is possible.
Right.
I've had kids come tell me a lot of times, man, I'm not gonna say any names or anything like that, but like they've had dream schools, and I have never told a kid, you can't get there. Now I will be honest. This is where your grade is right now. This is what you got to work towards. But I would never tell a kid, you can't do something, because I don't know what's in that kid. That kid might have something that I don't know about.
Right.
But I think the thing that makes it possible is the belief system. You first got to believe that you can be there, that you can go to college, and you can do well. But I think exposure, whether that be college visits, whether that be you reading the brochure, whether that be you going to books and Barnes and Noble just to look at the criteria to get in college, you can always get that mind churning, man, just to say, you know what, this is a possibility. So I think bridging that relationship with, first, let's see what you got to do to get there.
Right.
Because once I show you something, you're going to start churning up here.
Right.
It's possible you can start turning up here.
It's all about exposure.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's all about exposure.
Oh, yeah.
Building that confidence, because listen, man, you are enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have what it takes. My grad school, man, professor, man, he can, caught me cheating one day, man. And she called me in the office, Dr. Hollis, what's going on, baby? I love you. Thank you for not kicking me out.
Were you sweating?
Oh man, I thought it was over. I thought it was a done deal, but I was ashamed of my family, right? But she called me in her office, man. She told me, listen, man, you are enough. You're just not doing enough.
Right.
And that hit my soul right there, man, because she said, listen, you have what it takes, but you just got to put in the work. You know what I mean? And that meant so much to me, and that helped me. But I needed her to tell me that, right? Because my mother couldn't tell me that. My dad couldn't tell me that, right? My homeboys couldn't tell me that. She had to tell me that because it made sense, right? Because, listen, man, sometimes hearing things from different people, you know what I'm saying, hits you different. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, but that came from that relationship that we had built. You know what I mean? You know, going forward, man, you know, we're going through a pandemic right now.
Yeah.
And you're in the middle of that pandemic with your kids.
Absolutely.
How has that impacted you?
It's been good, man. I've done some things with my boys in terms of relationship building. Because obviously we have a lot of time on our hands during that time.
Right.
But I think what has allowed for me, for both of my sons, is more communication. More time to kind of settle things down,
right.
Slow things down, and find out more what they need. Because a lot of times, man, you know this, T. When you're busy, you're running, sometimes you miss things.
Right.
And so for me, man, in terms of my family and settling down, it provided me an opportunity to talk more with my sons and kind of watch them grow. And also allow me to reflect on the goods and bads as a father.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I didn't realize I should be doing this or I shouldn't be doing this.
Right.
But I think more than anything else throughout this time, man, that's one of the biggest things that I've gained from it. The opportunity to talk more with my boys, watch them grow, and then learn some things along the way.
Well, you are a very impactful father, man, hands-on father.
I appreciate
that,
that, brother.
man, and you're very active with your kids.
I appreciate it.
One of your sons runs track for Virginia Tech, man.
Yeah.
He came in here with a big bright orange hat on with a VT on that thing, representing them Hokies. Okay?
Hold on, let me see something. Hold on.
Say it.
No, man, because he might get me.
Oh man, listen, but I'll brag for him.
Here we go.
Listen, VTech. VTech, listen, your son, man, you know, we're gonna talk about the oldest one first, man.
Sure.
Is a phenomenal track star.
Yeah.
Has been, went to Drury High School.
Yeah.
And, you know, took his talents to, you know, Blacksburg, Virginia. And he has been cutting the rug up there, man. Doing phenomenal up there, man.
Yeah.
Coming from, going through what you have been through. How does that feel watching your son thrive like that, man? Running
Speechless a lot of times.
He does, man.
Speechless a lot of times, man. And I don't, you know me, I'm a humble guy, man. I take credit for certain things, but he's done a lot of work, man. He's worked a lot to get where he is. But to actually see it come into fruition, man, I'd be speechless sometimes. Like, I remember the first time I saw him on TV, I actually had to sit there and be like, my son on TV. Like the little boy that I saw grow up.
That's him.
My son is on TV running right now.
Right.
Something he said he wanted to do. And to see it happen, man, is mind blowing, man.
To coming to fruition the way it did, man.
It's mind blowing, man. But he's worked hard.
That guy's one of the fastest young men in the world.
Yeah.
Not the nation, but the world.
Apple don't fall too far from the tree.
He don't fall from the tree because you was pretty fast. JP was a fast guy now. He's a fast dude. He's a fast little dude. You know what I'm saying? He may not have world class speed, but he was fast. He was super fast, man. So his son just became faster. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? That's the way you want it.
Yeah.
That's the way you want it.
Yeah.
Now you also have the younger version of you, man.
Yeah.
Little man.
Oh man, that fella.
Baby boy, man, that's gonna be a monster when he gets older, man. You know, I see you guys working together all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, on social media, man, and you do so much with him, man, and you are so hands-on. And he's let me tell you something. If you want to meet a very respectful kid, listen, that young man right there has nothing but a bright future not because of what he does, but because of who he is, man. His character first. Like that right there will just knock you off your feet, man. He's a phenomenal young man. Yes, sir, no, sir type young man. Okay, very respectful, a very bright kid. That alone, you know what I'm saying, shows me that he has nothing but greatness in his future, man. So, but that's a testament to you and your family.
Appreciate that, man. Humble.
Getting him
Humble by
where he needs to be, man.
Humble.
So, man, listen, man, you know, going forward, man, you know, will you guys have basketball this year?
I don't know, man. I'm hoping we will. Fingers crossed. I mean, they're going through the different phases. Right. So, I mean, it's looking up because football has had a season, volleyball has had a season. Yeah. So, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we get a chance to, you know, get on the hardwood and have some fun. Okay,
well, listen, man, Muller Road, you know what I'm saying? We need you guys' support, you know what I'm saying? Muller Road, okay? So whenever those guys do, you know, lace them up, you know what I'm saying? Come out, man. Parents, come out. Let's support these kids, okay? And not only that, come to school, man, check on your kids, man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, PTO meetings, whatever. But just listen, man, just come sit in the class, man. Check on your kids, man. I promise you, man, because we always got parents, right, coming to the football games, basketball games, baseball games, but nobody coming to the school to check on their kids. And then you get mad whenever little John getting all F's.
Yeah.
I mean, and you try to blame it on the teacher. You know what I'm saying? Come check on your kids, man. Be active, okay? Yeah. Be present. That matters, man. That matters, man.
Absolutely.
It matters.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we can't let JP go, man, without you know what I'm saying, giving him the magical question that we ask all our guests, man.
I got you.
Now, I know my dog eat, you know what I'm saying, chicken wings.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know you eat chicken wings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Despite my dog being a Georgia Bulldog fan.
Oh, here we go.
He eats he eats chicken wings, right? So, when you eat chicken wings, do you prefer, the flats or drums?
Flats is nice. It really doesn't matter, but if I had to choose, give me the flats.
Damn, man. You keep getting these flat lovers in here, man.
I mean, it's the bite, man. When you bite into it, it breaks in half, so it gives you two options. You can't do that with the drum, man.
But the drum has more meat on it.
It does. It does. It does.
Drum Nation, stand up. Drum Nation, stand up, man. Listen, man. Thank you so much, man.
Absolutely, brother.
You know what I mean, for coming by. You know
my guy.
My brother, man. Literally, man. It's my brother right here. Y'all, make sure that y'all stop by Muller Road, man. Check him out. And make sure that you follow his son, man. What's his son's full name, brother?
My oldest is Jamey Patterson.
That's what I was about to say, because because whenever track season starts back up, you know, they should be running on TV. I mean,
hopefully,
sometime soon. Yeah, so look him up, y'all. Listen, I'm telling y'all. You know what I mean? Look up his Instagram, whatever. Look him up. The guy's fast, man. Man, he is going to be in the Olympics. You know what I mean? Sometime soon. I mean, I'm claiming it.
That's the prayer, man. That's the prayer.
Man. And his younger son as well. I promise you, man, it's gonna be ripping, man. Somebody backfield or somebody court or 1 and 2 or somebody track. You know what I mean? All right, so y'all take care of yourself, y'all. Make sure y'all go out and vote November 3rd. Vote. Use your voice.
Absolutely.
Use your voice, man. Listen, man. Q-Side 5 to the day we die. All right, and God bless y'all. Boom.
Yo, Kingdom. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. You say you won't shine, come get your shine on. You say you want vibes, come get your vibe on. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. Hey, you say you won't shine, we'll get your shine on. You say you want vibes, we'll get your vibe on.